What's up guys, my name is WreckLess and today's video is the third in the series How to Get Better at Apex Legends. In this series we go over game knowledge, practical and tactical tips, and general gameplay advice to help you improve and get more wins in Apex Legends. My goal is to provide you with tips and advice you can start using right away and to provide you with as much value as possible so you take something away from every video. As always, I hope you enjoy, so let's jump right in. Coming in at the first spot in today's video is a tactical gunfight tip. Swap weapons instead of reloading. For those who don't know, you can swap weapons and begin firing again faster than you can reload your current weapon. This time-saving move can really be the difference maker in a gunfight. The one thing I would caution against would be that once you have emptied the magazine of your second weapon, you now have two weapons that have to be fully reloaded. Now this shouldn't stop you from swapping weapons mid-gunfight, just something to keep in mind. I would recommend repositioning behind cover or getting somewhere safe once you have to reload both weapons. The advantage you gain in the gunfight, in my opinion, outweighs the negative aspect. I would say this tactic will probably be implemented best in close to mid-range combat. Most people reload, and if you gain the advantage by being able to fire quicker, you will more times than not come out on top in that gunfight. So the next time you find yourself standing in front of your enemy and run out of ammo, swap weapons and begin firing, my friend. Alright guys, coming in at the number 2 spot is going to be a tip that will honestly take some effort to do. I am aware that not everyone will be able to do this, but it is a tip that has been one of the most significant factors to my personal improvement with this game. Here we go. Record your gameplay and watch it. Like I said, for some this is easier said than done, but this is such a powerful tip. This is why professional sports athletes watch so much film on themselves and opponents. You can learn so much. Now I play on PS4 and recording gameplay is easy. Not sure about Xbox or PC, but I did a quick Google search and I know it is possible for both platforms, but there are some steps. Now by watching yourself play, you get a unique perspective and that can lead to big improvements. As for me, once I started watching myself play, I could see how I set myself up in bad positions, how I would early on stay behind the same cover and get killed a lot. I could see how bad my aim was, and by looking at myself from that perspective, I could see how I could improve. Whereas before, I didn't know exactly what I was doing wrong and I always wondered why I kept dying. This is the great thing about watching game film. You actually see more, and this allows you to know where improvements need to be made. There is no substitute for actual hard work. If you want to get better at Apex Legends, or any game, you will have to put in the time and effort, and if you do that, I promise you will see improvements. Alright guys, now rounding out the middle at the third spot on the list is going to be focused on mindset. Don't overthink and take action. Let me explain this one. I often see beginners overthink what they should do. The wasted time this takes in a game like Apex Legends will set you up for failure every time. This is basically my way of saying stop doubting yourself. Whether you engage a gunfight or are engaged in a gunfight, you need to act, and fast. This is something I cannot stress enough. Make a decision and take action. If it is the wrong decision and you die, so be it. Now you know it was the wrong decision. However, paralyzing yourself by thinking, should I do this or that, go this way or that way, use this weapon or that weapon, can lead you to taking the precious time that puts you at a disadvantage. By taking action, you gain experience. Contemplating which move you should make gives you no information. If you have 3 options and take none, you don't know if the choice was good or not. By taking action, you actually get the information, and this puts you in a better position. This also helps you learn because you gain the experience. For a lot of people, this does not come natural to them. On top of that, the name of the game is not to die and win, and by making the wrong decision, you can lose. However, by taking no action, you will almost certainly lose as well. So I encourage you to just take action. Besides, Apex Legends is a game where being aggressive is advantageous. So the next time you find yourself in a situation where you have a number of options, please make a decision, take action, and gain the experience. Over time, this will build and build on each other and lead to improvements overall as a player. And this skill set can be also transferred to other games as well, so it will serve you well to practice this. Alright, next on our list, coming in at the 4th spot, is going to be focused on game knowledge. Specifically, legend abilities. Each legend has a unique set of abilities. Now, I'm not going to go into depth into each of the abilities, but more focus on the aspect that each ability is different and needs to be accounted for and played differently. For example, you should not play Octane the same way you play Gibraltar. Their active and passive abilities are totally different. Octane moves a lot faster and his ultimate gives you more movement advantage, while Gibraltar's shield and ultimate are going to be used differently. I'm surprised when I see a Gibraltar or Caustic not use their abilities and take on the enemy in a straight up gunfight. Why? It is a disadvantage. Each legend has abilities that can be used to their advantage. Now, some abilities are better than others, yes, but all the abilities have their strengths. Try and get creative in how you can use the abilities to your advantage. Wraith can use her ability to retreat or reposition. Bangalore can move a little faster when shot at, but she is great at obstructing enemy view with her smokes. Ever think of using the smokes as a distraction by shooting it to the side of the enemies and making them think another team is approaching? See how you can get creative when you think about it? Another good tip about the abilities would be to find a legend that fits your playstyle, instead of trying to make an ability fit your play. That way the ability complements your playstyle and will give you the best chance to win. I would also say find at least 2 legends you are comfortable with and learn just in case one of them gets taken. Chances of both your choices getting taken are slim, but if it does happen, you can at least use that as an opportunity to try to check and see how a different legend's ability works. So the next time you're in Kings Canyon, start using different legends' abilities to your advantage. Alright guys, we've come to the final tip on the list. I really appreciate you sticking around and I hope you've gotten something of value from this video. So let's jump right into the final tip. Loot quickly. Now this is something in my opinion that is very important for Apex Legends in specific. The risk of third parties coming in and killing you is so high in Apex Legends that the time you waste looting after a kill can really work against you. Now on console, you're a little bit more of it at a disadvantage compared to PC, because on console you cannot move or strafe while looting. On PC, you have this ability. Now either way, you are in a pretty stationary position and extremely vulnerable if an enemy started firing. That is why looting quickly is important. Being able to resupply and even upgrade quickly after a gunfight allows you to be better prepared because it is likely you are about to be in another gunfight. I would suggest practicing looting quickly as well, even when it's obvious that you don't need to. Once you become quicker at looting, you can start implementing different tactics, like the popular shield strat. Quickly swapping out a full shield from a death box mid-gunfight is a lot quicker than healing a shield, especially level 3 or plus. There have also been a number of occasions, especially early game, where I hop into a death box and grab some ammo mid-gunfight. Now that is all I grab because I am in need of the ammo, but there are also enemies actively around me. I will officially loot once the enemies are killed. So remember the next time you're in a match and hop into a death box, that the less time you spend there in looting, the better it is for you. Alright, now that wraps up our 3rd episode in the series, How to Get Better at Apex Legends. I really do hope this video was of value to you and you learned something that you can implement right away to help you improve your gameplay in Apex Legends. As I've said before, my goal of these videos is to provide you with the type of no BS tips I was looking for and couldn't find. The nuts and bolts of actually how to get better. The important thing I try to focus on is practical tips and advice that you can literally start doing right away. Now guys, that time has come, where I get to do the whole annoying YouTube thing and ask you to like and subscribe. Yay! So go ahead and do it 2019 style. You know how we do it around here. Tap, slap, or smack that like button and don't forget to subscribe. I have a lot more videos planned from continuing this series to Apex Legends gameplay, and I'm even thinking about doing a gameplay breakdown video where I break down my own gameplay to kind of show you the step-by-step process that I go through to help myself improve at the game. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments, and if that sounds interesting to you, or if you just want to see other types of videos, just let me know and we can get it going. And also, if you're interested in connecting and playing some Apex Legends with me, I'm on console, specifically PS4. My gamer tag is WreckLess_3DG. So send me a friend request and we can connect in Kings Canyon. Once again, I really appreciate you for sticking around. I hope you have a fantastic day. My name is WreckLess and I'm out.